Hello everybody. As you can tell, it's kind of a interesting day for lighting in the house, so let me go out on the porch. There's daylight. It's such a pretty day. Whee! It's gorgeous. My birds are all wanting to have me throw them out some seed. But what I wanted to show you was the two things that I had ordered that came in. And I was kind of waiting on some more stuff to get in to just be able to have a big, haul day. But with everything, it's, the mail's kind of slow. Working on the steps to my yard, finally, when they did the streets, they took out the steps, and they said they were going to replace them. Well, it was 6 months after they quit working on the street, and they hadn't done anything, and so my boyfriend finally called up the city and said, "What's the big deal? It's been over 6 months, and we haven't had our steps replaced, and my girlfriend is disabled and has a hard time lifting that one leg over the retaining wall to get up the hill to get to the house." And so they finally came out here and started working on it, and today or tomorrow it should be finished. But it's just beautiful, and I mean it's gorgeous little elephant blanket, and it came with a little headband or lovey thing wrapped around it. And the other thing was the bunting that I ordered for Miss Alana Michelle and Little Jack, which is this really pretty gray, and it's fleece lined. Can you see this? Fleece lined, and has these really pretty wooden buttons. So anyway, that's the show off time. I am working on Little Jay's head, getting it stripped down the rest of the way, because it's just I'm going to have to completely redo the head, and I'm going to be rooting it. I've got the hair to root it, and the rooting punch, but I need to get an awl, I think. Get a new awl, because I couldn't find my awl in my tools. So I don't know what happened with it. It may have got lost when we got moved. It's such a pretty, pretty day. And it's not as hot as it's been. It's going to get up like in the high 80s. And which is good, and it's not muggy or anything, so that's good. But we're getting a lot of the smoke from California and Colorado and Texas from the wildfires. It's weird having 3 states with wildfires at the same time. In California, it's not just 1 or 2 places; it's like all over the state. The wildfires, it's all the whole length of the state. They're having wildfires, and this is a really sad thing, because all 3 states with these wildfires, and the firefighters, especially in California, you have the fire dancers, Navajo fire dancers, and Apache fire dancers, the Native Americans, that normally come out and help when there's these big wildfires. And a lot of them are not able to because of the pandemic. Everybody's sick. They've had, the Native American population has been decimated by the disease. So many are getting sick, disproportionate to other populations. And They said that it disproportionately has affected the black and Latino and Native American populations compared to the white populations. And a lot of that has to do with the economic situation and the availability of medicine and stuff. So keep our firefighters in your thoughts and prayers, because it's pretty bad, and the air quality is just horrendous. I mean, the air's got such a smell lately. You can even smell the chemicals that they're using to put out the fires in California and Colorado in the air. It's very, very difficult to deal with. And again, my voice is really, really raw and hoarse because I've been having problems with my asthma. Oh, my buddy! There goes my buddy! Oh, y'all missed him. Little Skipper went hopping across there. There's a little bunny rabbit that lives in the neighborhood that comes through all the time. And about 10 or 12 squirrels. There's so many trees, you know, here. It's like almost living in an elven forest. And all of my neighbors have got these beautiful trees in their yard. I've got like about 10 or 20 trees in my yard even. And we've got all these wonderful trees, and so the squirrels and the birds are just, a lot of them, and I love it. It's kind of like being out in the middle of nowhere, because even though I'm living in the middle of downtown Tulsa area, I've got this lovely little sanctuary of the country to live in, and it's the most wonderful feeling. And especially now, you know, when I can't get out and go places because of this stupid pandemic, I've got this little sanctuary of nature that it makes me feel so good to live here. Anyway, let me get inside again. Oh. Get over to where my cane is at. There's Mischief. Hello, Mischief. Mama didn't go nowhere. But I've had to basically totally strip the head for little Jay down. And I've still got some more work on it to do. But I'm going to have to totally, I mean just absolutely totally strip it down and then redo it. And that's going to be the most difficult thing about it, because you know, you repaint the head and then do the rooting. And I've never rooted a doll before, so I'm hoping that it doesn't turn out the way trying to paint the hair did, because I really and I am going to try painting hair again in the near future. Just it's not necessarily going to be right away, because it may be a while before I get another kit. And also, before I do any more, I've got to come up with a better way to organize and store my paints and craft stuff. I loved having the dress, using the dresser for it, but it really wasn't what I needed. And so I'm looking into some other things, and trying to get everything done. Well, I'm starting to blather now, so I'll get off of here. If you watched me so far, thank you, thank you, thank you. I appreciate you. Please like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. If you're here for the first time, let me know that you came by. And y'all have a blessed day now. Bye-bye. Oh, before I go, remember that my email and my mailing address and my Patreon page are all in the description below. So if you want to get in touch with me, that's how. Bye-bye.